viewers all over the world. This is Mohamed S, Nyallay, motivational speaker. We want to congratulate the moments you'll be having to go to our fan page and our videos on YouTube and different platform actually that has become a blessing to you, and not only a blessing to you, like a blessing to us. You are the reason why we are in this journey, because like there is a saying quoted by one of the powerful speakers who says that a dream can only become a dream when people who are hungry about pushing themselves forward. And we know that each and every one of you listening or at the pursuit of dreams and journey, we know that you have something very worth it in you, and there is a specific element that God has placed inside of you that you can use as a tool to develop yourself, to build your brand, to give your audience what they need. If you could think about one of the powerful motivational speaker, he said one of the wealthiest place on the planet is not where the gold diamond is, but it's a place, it's a cemetery, because it's a place where you find books have never been written, and where you find dreams never actualized, and where you find different tools, different things actually God has placed in us. And everything in life to be started with a seed. There are several of us today have started journey with that seed that God has given to us. But my key point that I wanted to list to you this morning is I want to talk to you about leadership development. Leadership development is one of the powerful key things. And once there was a man by the name called Dr. Miles Monroe, he said in one of his leadership books, and he said, leadership is not all about people following you. Practically, he said before that phrase, he said, leadership, it doesn't identify true leadership. He said true leadership of all of this book that he has written, and he has different books. So we have leaders, but the thing I wanted to talk about the true leadership you have been pursuing in that organization, you have been pursuing in that company, you have been pursuing in that business sectors, you have been pursuing in that personal career, you have been pursuing in that academic. Let me just start a phrase with myself. When I start this dream, there was a controversy, things happening with me. And then I could remember one day I went out to attend one of the conferences held by a group of people. They were younger boys, and then when after the conference, I came back to my mom and I said, "Mom, I said I wanted to do the same thing these guys are doing. I said I like those moments. This is my passion. I feel excited about it." And so when I came to my mom, and mom says that those people you seen there displaying their talent, they create it. And I was asking like, how can I create it? Because you're thinking about this part of the world today, we are thinking about physically, and there are dreams, people have good visions, people have talent, but one of the major things to overcome this dream is like you can see it from the perspective view that you didn't have the financial support, you don't have the government functionaries connected to people who are doing something. So when I came back to her and I said that I wanted to do this same thing, and she said to me, "Those people you're seeing, they created." And I was asking her, I said, "How can I create it?" He said, "Me explaining this thing to you doesn't have to do anything with that. You have to go. It's all about experience. You have to go outside there and create yours. Once you go into that struggle, that period, you build up an experience that you can able to tell the world what you have been doing." And a dream can never become true if the dream owners refuses to do something about it. So I realized that I should pursue this dream. And one of the key words that he told me, I was pondering about this word, and she said, "The day I took your pregnancy, um, everything was not available there. I was not having enough clothes. I was not having medical checkup. I was not having food, and I was not having good shelter. Things were not in place, but I gave birth to you. And then immediately when I gave birth to you, things like started to happen. So I look at that strategy. I started to put some things in place in order to fight this battle. And then, so that was the first strategy that I used. It's because she motivated me to do what I'm doing today. And I wanted to tell you outside there, you were listening to me. Anything in this life doesn't worth it just sitting down complaining about stuff that, oh, I was born in this and I was no. You can do a million times over than other people are doing. When you think about the history of the United States, the three people who wrote the constitutions of the United States, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, and you have uh, 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 sorry, I have forgot his name. So these three people wrote these constitutions of the United States. And these three people, when they maybe just think about it, when they started these constitutions, writing these constitutions, people were saying that how would it be possible for these constitutions to be legalized in the United States? You have different opponents and the people criticizing these constitutions about these people, but they stand for that constitutions and endorse it. Why? Because they understand the value of having a dream, and that dream became one of the best tools they used to change the whole of the United States. You think about Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela, at the age of 36 years old, joined the ANC movement to liberate his people. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. became 32 years old, who became one of the presidents of the civil rights movement, who would later cost him 27 years of his life. You think about Morgan Freeman, Steve Crown, and all of these great leaders today have made a massive impact. Mahatma Gandhi, who is an Indian, a man who is one of the great philosophers, who wrote series of statements that has to do in motivating us and challenging us to do something better. And I wanted to tell you that no matter who you are, no matter where you're coming from, no matter even you're born from that remote areas, there is something you can contribute as a personality. God has created us to do something that will change the world and change the generation years and by. You are not accident, or you are not made to become something like and just be in a corner and then where you can criticize about what happened and why the other people are doing something worth the contributing to the development of the country and all of these people. So you are not an accident. You are not and something like and we can talk about it. You just came down and no, you can contribute somewhere. There is a whole lot of people who have contributed. They started with nothing. They started with nothing, but they did something. And then I believe that you listening to this telecast, you watching these videos on YouTube, wherever you are, you're watching it. I did what I did yesterday. And when I started up, I have a whole lot of criticism. People coming around me saying that, hey, you guys, you cannot make it, you cannot do it. But I was not listening to them because I wanted to know the value of what I have and what I am up to. When you think about, let me just go to the history of the United Kingdom about the scientists. For over 300 years, the American government sent the scientists to Colombia to study hieroglyphics. These people, when they went to Colombia to study these hieroglyphics, this was one of the major concern of the government to know the problem is happening in the time of scientific technology, something. And then, so when they went to Colombia for over 300 years, so after 150 years, they cracked the code. It wasn't like just one day moment. You can start something, but what you need is your commitment to it. I believe there is all a lot of people actually who have started innovation, who have started organization, what they have not been able to push themselves as a result of not committed to that dream. And I believe you watching me to this telecast, I am the same like you, and I believe that if you can only revolutionize your mind, your thinking, your perceptions, and work on the thought that you have, you can able to contribute to the society. And I want to thank you for this moment that I have been having with you to go through this period. And I thank you so much. God bless you. And then hoping subscribe to my YouTube videos on YouTube, and then on also on fan page Greatness Our Motivation Speaker. And thank you so much for collaborating with us. We believe that your dream is possible. I just want to pioneer my own legacy, and that's what I'm here to do. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Goodbye.